Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and today we're looking into what is ahead for you during this upcoming Pisces season. So Pisces season is going to be from around February 20th to March 20th, and so we're going to be looking at the energies that are in store for you during this specific moment in time. Let's go ahead and get into some disclaimers. First and foremost, this is a general reading, so keep in mind that some of the messages might resonate quite specifically to you and your situation. Some of the messages might not. So if something is not fitting, if something feels confusing, then it's probably not your message. Simply release it and let it go. If you did want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you could book one with me will be listed in the description box down below. Personal readings are always a great way to get a more specific and accurate read on your own personal situation. Also keep in mind, guys, with these time-based readings, we're looking at what's ahead for you based off of the current moment in time. So keep in mind that energy is always changing, so future is not set in stone, meaning that if you see something predicted out for you in this reading today that you don't like, you always have the free will to make a different choice, do things a little bit differently, switch up your energy, and create a totally different future and outcome for yourself. So never feel stuck or tied to anything that a tarot reading is saying because you have free will. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into our pile selection. So we're working with 3 piles for today's reading. For pile number 1, we have this Charoite crystal. For pile 2, we have some clear quartz. And for pile number 3, we have some rhodonite. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about this upcoming Pisces season and what's in store for you. Go ahead and select the pile or the crystal you feel the most intuitively connected to, really selecting with your gut instincts, your intuition versus your eyes. And once you've made your selection, you can scroll down to the description box to locate the timestamp that will skip you to your chosen pile. See you there. Hey pile 1, if you guys picked out this Charoite, I think that's how you pronounce it, crystal. This is going to be your reading. So we're looking at what is ahead for you during Pisces season. We're going to start off with some tarot cards and pre-shuffled oracles, but I have a bunch more cards that I'm going to be shuffling on camera for you. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So starting off for pile 1, we have the 10 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, and Temperance. Okay. So, I feel like for this group, you are starting off Pisces season sort of with some sort of an ending, with the 10 of Swords being here. But what I'm getting from this card is that endings that help to bring about new beginnings. I'm really being drawn to how the physical body is here, and you can see that this is a depiction of an ending, right? But the spirit is transcending, moving on to a new journey. And so I feel like that's the vibe with this 10 of Swords. Some of you guys coming into Pisces season, maybe you have been going through it mentally, physically, spiritually. Maybe there's been some sort of energy of betrayal in your life in some aspect, whether it is betrayal from someone else, someone that you didn't expect to betray you, or just some sort of like news that you received that you weren't expecting, or maybe just feeling like you've betrayed yourself in some way, that you've betrayed your spirit in some way, or betrayed your physical body in some way, if that makes sense. And I see there is a certain level of awareness to this ending, a certain level of awareness that something has to shift. And with the 9 of Pentacles being here, it's a shift into focusing on self, healing, I'm getting with this 9 of Pentacles and with the Temperance card being here. The 9 of Pentacles is a beautiful energy of us really feeling like we are abundant in all ways, right? Like we're abundant financially, in the physical realm. We are able to function on our own without needing a lot of help or support from others. So for some of you guys, I feel like you're taking this ending as an opportunity to kind of focus on those independent energies, right? Like focus on drawing that abundance mindset into your life. Focus on ensuring that your physical realm is cared for, meaning your career, your money, you're having everything that you need in order to function in society independent of others is coming through here during Pisces season big time. But with the Temperance card, I do still see that there is a major focus on healing during Pisces season for you, because I do feel like a lot of you guys might actually be coping with whatever is going on by focusing on like material stuff, because maybe this is the stuff that you feel you have the most immediate like level of control over. And this card is kind of giving me like spa energy. Like it's almost like she's in a hot tub or something like that, like in this beautiful wooded area with this beautiful abundant light being shown on her, right? So I do feel like there's this vibe of some of you guys like maybe going to the spa, doing self-care type of stuff, but more like the physical material side of things. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But with Temperance coming up here, I do think that there is going to be an emphasis during Pisces season on you really focusing on not only that outer healing of the physical material world, but also the inner healing of your body, your spirit, your emotions. Temperance is about sort of allowing things to balance out in divine timing, right? So I think that patience with yourself, patience with others is going to be really important during this time. If this Ten of Swords moment, for those of you that resonate with someone else, maybe like betraying you in some way, I do feel like any differences that you're having with someone are fundamental differences that will take time to sort of completely balance and even themselves out. But in general, for me, when I get a Temperance card, it usually is an indication that it's time for me to like lay down and relax and just like listen to my body. It's weird. Like I know that tarot cards can mean different things for different people. Also, there are the traditional meanings, but for me, every time I get this card is when like I feel like sick that day, or like my body is just exhausted. And I do feel like there's going to be a lot more time spent for you guys on self-care, taking care of your body, your physical during Pisces season. So flipping this card over right here, we have the 12th house of introspection. So yes, I do see that Pisces season may feel like a time where maybe some of you guys are spending more of that time alone, which makes a lot of sense with that Nine of Pentacles. That is that very independent energy. It is that energy of, in this depiction of the Nine of Pentacles, it definitely feels like there's an energy of you guys kind of going within, sort of detaching yourself from whatever this situation was and giving yourself the time to kind of balance things out. 12th house can also talk about like things that are hidden from us, like hidden enemies, hidden friends, allies that we didn't know about. It can talk about mental health, themes around spirituality. So I think a lot of the themes that we've already kind of discussed with your tarot cards are just being echoed here through the 12th house that's popping up for you. But I do think that with Temperance coming up, again, I see that this group during Pisces season is going to be focused more on self and kind of that inner balance within self. But I do think that it's going to be important for you guys to, with the 12th house, kind of try to strike that balance with others. Because the interesting thing about the 12th house is like understanding that, yes, you are your own individual person, but sometimes we're also functioning as sort of like a cog in the wheel of something greater. So whatever the thing is that has caused you distress as you're coming into Pisces season, I do think it's going to be important for you all to sort of introspect around like your role in that and what part you played in that, and what part is you kind of distancing yourself from that going to play into the bigger picture of this situation. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's continue. We're going to move into a couple of these Hero's Journey Dream Oracle cards, which I love these cards. They're so beautiful. So for pile one, what else do they need to know about their Pisces season? Oh, okay, these two are flying out, so we're going to take them. We have stand up and be recognized. Behold, you are the inspiration you've been looking for. Divine drunkenness. Surrender to your spiritual reverie. I think both of these make sense in their own way. Some of you guys, I think with this, surrender to your spiritual reverie. I mean, that makes so much sense with the 12th house. I mean, I do think that this is going to be a time during Pisces season where you are connecting with your higher self, and more themes around spirituality, especially with that 10 of Swords and the spirit kind of coming out of the physical body. Again, I think that a lot of you guys may approach this by starting off with like the physical realm of things and that aspect of it, because maybe that's the thing you feel is the easiest for you to control, or maybe that's the thing that kind of helps you to feel more stable so that you can then focus on spirituality. Because sometimes if things in our life are unstable, especially with finances or a living situation, it can be hard to focus on some of those other themes, right? But I feel like what this card is saying is surrender to it. Surrender to what those impulses are. Surrender to those things that you're wanting to explore. I have to also note you have Whale of a Time here at the bottom of the deck. Your charge is to enlarge. And this is kind of giving a similar vibe here, right? There's something about you guys being in the spotlight during this time, or looking to self as your own inspiration versus maybe looking out externally to others to gain inspiration or support. Like, you are the inspiration you've been looking for. And maybe that's kind of what this 9 of Pentacles is also talking about, which is, again, this hyper independent energy of being good on your own and knowing that you have done the work to be able to receive and achieve whatever it is that you have wanted for yourself. This also is kind of giving like motivational energy to me as well, right? You needing to be your own North Star, you needing to kind of be your own inspiration in order to get something started that you're wanting to start. So let's continue. Pile 1. What else does pile 1 need to know about Pisces season? This is the Star Temple Oracle. If any of you guys are ever curious about what decks I use, they're always in the description box. So what else for Pisces season for pile 1? We have Astro, the lapis lazuli star. My inner vision guides me to my higher purpose. So whatever is coming to an end for you, for some of you guys, the other thing I'm getting from this 10 of Swords is that this is burnout energy. I think some of you guys are burnt out with something that you're doing in your life, and I don't think that it's bringing you like maybe spiritual enjoyment or spiritual alignment, if that makes sense. It doesn't align with your higher self and maybe the freedom or the whatever the energy is that you're wanting to call into your life. And so this lapis lazuli star is talking about you kind of aligning to your higher purpose of where it is that you're ultimately wanting to go. I do believe this is also a third eye, maybe a crown chakra card. I can't remember 100%, but this makes sense with the stand up and be recognized, because basically the message is that the way forward is within you. You have to kind of listen, I feel, to your inner guidance around what it is you're being nudged to do. And maybe your inner guidance is telling you coming into the month or coming into Pisces season that something in your life is no longer working here. Let's grab one more. We have the Mystic, magic. I weave my magic and surrender to the universe. Beautiful. So this is giving magician energy, and it's also throat chakra energy. So this is about kind of speaking and the way you're talking about things, the way you're talking to yourself about things. This is sort of giving me the energy of like putting your intentions out there into the universe, whether it's writing it down, whether it's vocalizing it, whether it's taking a partner with someone who you know can help you to achieve your goals. This is talking about weaving your magic, so doing the thing you need to do, doing your part to start creating the steps forward that you need to take, but then leaning back and letting the universe meet you halfway. It's like that co-creation energy. I just feel like with this group during Pisces season, you're doing a lot of introspection around like where you want to go and what's really aligning you with your purpose. What is your purpose? And is the life you're leading right now truly like aligned with your purpose? There's a lot of question around this. So I see you guys manifesting during this time, and I think that also kind of echoes the Temperance card, right? Like you're manifesting and setting intentions for what it is that you want. Maybe some of you guys are wanting this luxury lifestyle with the Nine of Pentacles, but you also know that it's going to take time, right? With Temperance. It may not necessarily happen completely overnight, but you can start taking those steps today. So when the timing is right, you're ready to fly. All right, pile one. So we're going to close out with a few of these little coffee cup oracle cards, which are some of my favorite cards. So let's see what else comes through for you guys. We have the wheel. Yes, endings and beginnings. You guys are definitely going through some sort of rebirth energy. I mean, it's so clear here with the wheel and the Ten of Swords. I do want to say, though, with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like financially, like stability-wise, you guys are good during this time. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing anything negative around that, but it just seems like there's something major that really needs to change. We have dolphins, playfulness, cooperation. So interesting. There's definitely a need to have a little bit more fun during Pisces season. So I think you guys will be doing that as well. I feel like you're going into it feeling really stressed about something or overthinking something to the max. And I'm also getting with this dolphin energy, this like community energy, because dolphins, they kind of roll together in pods. So kind of going back to what I was talking about earlier with the 12th house of like understanding where you fit into the bigger picture, right? Like of life, of your purpose, of your job, whatever the situation is that's been stressing you. Like where do you fit in with the community? Where do you fit in with other people? How can you get along with other people or, you know, balance out the energies that you need to balance out with other people in order to get where you need to go? We also have flowers, romance, and sweetness. So some of you guys might be having some romantic action also during Pisces season, which is really exciting. But I also think that this just speaks to infusing more sweetness in your life, maybe romancing your life, whether it has to do with a romantic partner or not. I'm looking to see as well in the guidebook if there's any other messages that we can get for that one, because I'm just curious. Just curious. So these are the flowers. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so this talks about life's sweetness and blossoming with joy, gifts and surprises sweeten your life opening up for the best and can be romantic. And that's more what I'm feeling with this group. Feels bigger to me than just like a romantic relationship. It feels like this is about your life and where your life is going and wanting to enjoy like the sweetness of life and being able to kind of stop and smell the flowers, smell the roses, and not be so burnt out all the time with whatever other things you guys have had to do. Although you guys do have new love at the bottom. So I do feel like maybe for some of you guys that's happening during Pisces season. So wouldn't be surprised. So pile one, I would really love to hear from you guys down in the comments what's been going on with you and what aspects of this reading you feel make sense for your specific situation. So please drop me a comment and let me know. If you're not already, definitely subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I will look forward to seeing you there. Bye. Hey, pile two, if you guys picked out this clear quartz, this is going to be your reading all about what's happening for you during Pisces season. So let's go ahead and start off with some pre-shuffled tarot and oracle cards, and then we will be doing a lot more cards on camera, shuffled on camera. So let's go ahead and see. So for pile number two, we start off with the Two of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Fool. So I definitely feel here with these wands that there is like a desire to take action of some sort. And especially starting things off here with the Two of Wands, this is sort of the vibe where we are in decision-making mode. And maybe some of you guys are coming into Pisces season feeling a little bit indecisive about something in your life, or kind of knowing and understanding that you're wanting to expand in some way. You're wanting to explore. The Two of Wands is definitely that exploration energy. It's about kind of overlooking or overseeing or viewing all of the different options or choices we have in life or with a specific situation, and taking that moment to decide where we want to invest and explore into something. And it can be a little bit of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out energy, right? but it's expansive. And I feel that that is what you guys are wanting to do, is to expand in some way, but you're just trying to figure out maybe like how to do it or what you want to do. I am also being really drawn to this volcano energy here. It almost looks like this volcano is getting ready to erupt, or maybe that it already has erupted in some way with the smoke coming out of it. I don't know the science behind how volcanoes work, unfortunately. But what I'm feeling with this is that I feel like this group is looking for some sort of excitement, because when I think of a volcano erupting, I think of excitement. I think of fiery energy. I think of passion. I also think of things that are maybe a little unstable at times or unpredictable at times. And maybe this group is looking for something that's a little bit spicy in their life. You know, maybe you guys for pile 2 have been feeling a little bit bored with something, and you're trying to get that clarity with the clear quartz around like, what is it that's going to really make me feel excited? So moving forward, we then have the 7 of Wands. So this is an interesting energy because it almost feels like to me that there's this energy of being taken by surprise with something. The 7 of Wands is oftentimes an energy of having to defend our position or having to take a stand on something. And so for you guys, I do see there's this energy of having to maybe defend yourself or take a stand, being caught off guard by a group or someone in your life as it pertains to a specific situation here. I also think, though, just more generally speaking, I feel for a lot of you guys that this 7 of Wands, as it relates to the 2 of Wands, can just be about like, maybe for some of you, there are other people around you who, you know, want to like insert their opinion or don't necessarily support the growth and expansion that you're wanting to do, or maybe they feel like what you want to do is a little outside of the box or going against the grain in some way. And so I do see sort of this energy of you having to, or desiring to kind of stand up for yourself and say, no, this is what I want to do. This is how I'm going to do it. It might not be the way you want to do it, but like, here's my position. This also is giving me this energy of being somewhere that you're not supposed to be for some of you guys, which makes a little bit of sense with this adventure energy I'm getting here. But you can kind of see this diver is maybe he's not supposed to necessarily be here on their turf. So just something for someone out there. But ultimately with the Fool, I see you guys, you know, embarking on some sort of new adventure during Pisces season. And maybe this is something that you had to defend or something that you felt you had to really stand up for yourself around. But you are ultimately making a choice to start anew with something or dive into a new beginning. And this could be something pretty major because this Fool card, it's giving very much like Little Mermaid vibes from the not the TV show, the movie, right? It's like she's coming out on land for the first time after living her whole life as a mermaid. So there's definitely an energy of major change for pile 2 coming into Pisces season. And there's definitely this element of new beginnings coming up for you as well with the Fool. But I feel like it's something that you desire. And I do think that if it is a little bit against the grain, I feel like these are the people, metaphorically, that might be like giving you a little bit of pushback about it, like where you're going to feel like you might have to defend your decision or something like that, or just kind of stand your ground and stay convicted in what you're doing. So we also have the solar calm clarify. So this is about things being kind of more smooth sailing, things being more in flow, focusing more on creativity versus pushing for a lot of action. And I do feel for a lot of you guys that you are in that space, especially with the 2 of Wands. You know, like I was saying at the beginning, the 2 of Wands is not necessarily where we're like pushing for action or making a lot of really big moves, but we are sort of assessing the options and slowly starting to expand. I also think that this month, or this Pisces season, again, with the clear quartz, with this card saying clarify, I think that you're getting clarification on this new path forward that you're taking. Things will calm down for you. Things might feel more peaceful. Things might just kind of naturally flow and like slip into position for you without you having to feel like you need to do a bunch of stuff to make it happen. Okay. So it might actually be hard for some of you guys, because if you are really excited about something, you might have this inclination to just like push forward. But this card is very much about like taking your time, focusing on the creative and kind of more sustainable aspects of things versus just jumping and diving right in. So when I say sustainable, I mean like taking a situation more slowly and with more of a plan so that you can build it over time versus just rushing in, okay? So let's continue here for pile number 2. What else is happening? What else should they know about their Pisces season? Okay. We have celebrate the sacred gap. Give thanks for buffer time. Okay, very cool. Definitely fits with what we've been talking about. Let's grab one more. We have the reward. Celebrate your magnificence. Yes. Look at this. Then we have stop and take in the view. Take stock of the treasures you've earned. So yeah, I think a lot of your cards are really talking about this need to be able to relax a little bit here. And maybe for some of you guys, this 7 of Wands is more your energy versus the energy of others, right? Maybe you're showing up in a more like pushy energy because you're wanting to like make more progress. But what the cards are saying here is that there's a need to give thanks for this little bit of a break that you're getting right now. Give thanks for the buffer time. This is saying that there's a reason why things are feeling more calm right now, or that you may not feel like a lot of action is happening in your life. It's supposed to be like this. This buffer time is needed, and it's a sacred gap. So you should be using this buffer time wisely, is what I feel that's saying. We also have the reward. Celebrate your magnificence. I feel like this is about you guys feeling really good about yourself, and it's like giving self-esteem energy, just looking for the good in you, looking for the things that you can celebrate, looking for the things that you can be proud of in your life, really like taking stock of this time and saying, okay, this is maybe a calmer point in my life, or this situation is sort of calming down for me right now, but it's calming down for a reason, and I can look back and see all of my achievements and my accomplishments and be grateful for so many things that I have, because it's slow now and I can have time to appreciate these things more than if I was like really running around on the go. You know, so it's almost like looking at this time as a reward, as a gift for you, even though it might feel like you want to push for some of you guys. I do see, though, with this Fool card here, with you embarking on a new journey, I feel like that is the reward for a lot of you guys. You know, being able to get something that you want, being able to start something new and fresh in your life, and feeling really good about it. All right, so let's go in with the next deck for pile 2. What else is happening during Pisces season for pile 2? We have beloved Zeus. It says this cosmic union is destined for greatness. So for some of you guys, a romantic relationship is of significance during Pisces season. You could be meeting someone or connecting with someone special during this time, having the support of someone special during this time. I also think generally more broadly speaking, this can just be talking about any type of union. You know, sometimes the 2 of Wands can talk more about like business partnerships. I know that's not really like visually depicted in this card, but it could be like a business partnership for some of you guys as well that's showing up here as a support to you, or something that is aligned with you, and as the card says, destined for greatness. Let's continue for pile 2. We also have the Huntress. This says, the Pleiades light my quest to be wild and free. And that's what I feel the Fool is about. I feel like you guys are wanting some sort of freedom. The Fool is major freedom energy. You know what I mean? This is all about like stepping into newness, stepping into something that you don't have to like it's important, but it's not necessarily an energy where we're taking things like super seriously right now. 2 of Wands and the Fool, it's giving like exploration energy. Some of you guys might be traveling during this time as well. But I feel like this is about you guys like setting yourselves free of restrictions, which might feel weird or different to some of you if you're used to things being more structured and orderly and used to things being more planned in your day, or more like you have to take action and accomplish certain things. With the Fool and the Huntress, I feel like this is more about just going with the flow, you know, having fun, enjoying the moment, not worrying so much about the details. This is so interesting, you guys. I am certainly curious to know what's going on with you guys. So we're going to close it out with a few of these little coffee cup oracle cards just to see what other energies you should be aware of during Pisces season. So what else for pile 2 during Pisces season, please? So we have the Key, lock and unlock. Okay, let's see what else for pile 2. Okay, these two are coming out. We have the Old Man. And we have the Whale, Wisdom Keeper. Very cool. So there's something during this time with the Key that I feel like you guys are, it's almost like you're finding something out, or you're unlocking something new. Yeah, it's like, this card talks about unlocking something new, which I think makes a lot of sense with the Fool, but it can also be talking about locking something else up that's old and laying it to rest. So for some of you, this is almost like an energy of endings and beginnings during this time as well. This could also be talking about like a physical key to something. Again, going back to business, maybe some of you guys are opening up a new business, or like, I don't know, what else needs a key? A house, a car. There could be things like that popping up for you during this time. You guys also have the Old Man. So this can be talking about a significant male influence in your life. I feel for some of you, this could be like, maybe this is the person that's giving you pushback, if that resonates. It doesn't necessarily have to be. But it's someone significant, and it almost feels like this could be a really helpful person, because I'm really looking at how he is tending to his garden, right? Like tending to watering his grass and things like that. There's a house here, house key. We kind of talked about that. It feels like there could be this older male energy that's there to help you and guide you during this time, maybe helping you to ground a little bit or water your garden where it is. This also talks about obviously inheritance or money. So you guys could be getting some unexpected money from a certain source. And then we also have the Whale. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is the Old Man energy. Like there's someone in your life that definitely shows up as being able to provide you with a lot of wisdom and guidance during this time. And maybe this person is helping you to unlock certain knowledge that you didn't have before. But the Whale with the Wisdom Keeper is just talking about having a deeper understanding of things. And I think a lot of times, like when we're always go, 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 it can be hard to kind of stop and really immerse ourselves and seek that deeper understanding, because when you're always taking action, like you're busy with other things, you know? So again, this time is meant to be more calm and like less action oriented for you, so that you can kind of dig a little bit deeper. So very interesting energy, pile 2. I would love to hear from you in the comments how you feel it's resonating with your specific situation and what's been going on for you in your life. So drop a comment below and let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I will see you then. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you guys picked out this Rhodonite cube, this is going to be your reading for Pisces season. So we're going to see what's in store for you, starting off with our pre-shuffled cards, and then we will be shuffling more oracle cards on camera. So, for pile 3, starting us off with the 9 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. Wow. Already just like the most beautiful, amazing energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So 9 of Cups. I feel like this is you guys coming into Pisces season, like being in a place of just like the ultimate emotional fulfillment. The Nine of Cups is very much about like, you know, feeling so emotionally good just on your own, getting everything you want, having your wishes fulfilled, having your dreams fulfilled, all the things. Now, if you're coming into this reading, you're like, no, I don't feel like that yet. I don't have everything I want. That's okay. I feel like you're coming into this reading, going into Pisces season, at least knowing and getting more clear about what it is that you do want. What are the things in life that are going to make you feel happy? How do you achieve happiness on your own and live the type of life that you want to live? And I'm almost getting a little bit of like manifestation energy around this as well, like because it looks very magical here. So some of you guys may actually be coming into Pisces season, setting some specific intentions and manifesting having certain wishes fulfilled in your life. With the Six of Wands being here, I definitely see this energy of shifting into taking leadership around this as well. You know, taking action, taking the steps needed in order to make your dreams come to life. And I also see you guys getting some sort of recognition and support during this time as well. You can see here that this little merman has all eyes on him. He's the center of attention. Definitely being recognized for being a standout in some way. So I do feel that you all are going to be getting recognition or receiving recognition as well during this time, standing out, setting yourselves apart from the crowd in some way during this time. I also think with the Six of Cups coming up here, whatever hopes and dreams or achievements might actually be something that's very much tied to your inner child, you know, something that is creative or something that makes that little child within you feel really happy and comfortable and complete. I'm also getting, though, with this card that there are going to be a lot of fun, just kind of silly times during this time. You know, like I'm seeing the cup on the head. They're like playing the little game, listening into the cup. I see cheersing and doing that kind of thing. So some of you guys might actually be just having a lot of fun during Pisces season, connecting with like old friends or family members, people that you just have that comfortable, warm familiarity with. There could be like reconciliation energy with those types of people in your life. It feels beautiful, pile 3. It feels like you don't have a care in the world during this time. So moving into the next card, we have Gemini. This says cross-pollinate. So definitely sociable energy. I definitely think that this group is going to be communicating with a lot of different people during this time, maybe exploring various interests during this time. I also think, though, like with the cross-pollinate being here, you know, I feel that there's this vibe of sort of like, I don't want to say being scattered, but like spreading your energy or multitasking with your energy in a way that's going to benefit you in the long run. You know what I mean? It's not just like one flower that you're pollinating multiple flowers, if that makes sense. And I feel like there's also this energy I'm picking up on of you guys receiving some sort of help from other people in some way. So some of you guys could be taking some initiative to like network with others, put yourself out there, talk to more people that you know can help align you to your goals. This could be older connections with people that you've known in the past, things like that as well. But lots of communication, lots of movement, lots of socializing going on, I feel, for a lot of you guys for Pisces season in pile 3. So let's take a look at some next couple of cards. So what else does pile 3 need to know about during this time? What else does Pisces season have in store for pile 3? We have X marks the spot. See the love in disguise. Okay. What else? We have divine drunkenness. Surrender to your spiritual reverie. I mean, I just feel like with the divine drunkenness, like you guys are just having a good time during Pisces season. I feel like there's just a lot of just this indulgent, happy energy of just feeling like you can do whatever you want to do for a lot of you guys, getting a wish granted that you wanted. And I feel like this is just talking about being able to surrender to that and just really enjoy it for what it is and really live into the moment of what this is. We have X marks the spot. See the love in disguise. Some of you guys, I feel like there's a little bit of a love story coming up for you where maybe you didn't realize how someone felt about you or how you felt about someone. This could have to do with the Six of Cups, reconciliation energy from someone from the past, potentially. And so I kind of feel like with this card, whether it's to do with another person or something more broad, right? Like the message is to see the love in a not so obvious way. So something is being presented to you as love, but it might not be that obvious to you that that's what this is. Okay? It might not be that obvious to you that that's what this is. So kind of a fun little mysterious energy, okay? And maybe some of you guys aren't seeing it because you are in this Nine of Cups energy, right? And what I say about the Nine of Cups a lot is that this is the kind of I'm happy being single card. Like I don't really emotionally need anyone to make me feel happy. I'm happy by myself. And so that could be why some of you guys might not totally see it right away because you're not looking for love. You're not overanalyzing it. You're just kind of like living your best life, you know, loving yourself. So let's take a look at our next deck here. So what else for pile 3 during Pisces season, please? We have the Priestess embody. I am an embodiment of the divine feminine. So beautiful energy. And, you know, this is very much the energy of receptivity, right? Receptivity and being able to nurture and care for yourself and others in a way that doesn't deplete you of yourself. You guys may also notice here with the X marks the spot too that people offer to do more things for you, right? So it's like, I always think of a divine feminine as not having to necessarily take the action. They can lean back and receive and just kind of care. And so you guys may actually see more people doing more things for you or offering to do more things for you because you're in this more divine feminine energy. And this could be why you're getting more wishes fulfilled, right, with the Nine of Cups, because you're not having to exert quite as much effort to get things done. Okay. One more for pile number 3 from this deck. We also have Maya, the ancient grandmother, that says, I am the teacher that leads with self-knowledge. So you, my pile 3, are already showing up as someone who's incredibly wise, and you've been through a lot in your life, and you've been through a lot with whatever maybe this situation is pertaining to in your life. This is a general reading, but this definitely shows that you are self-taught in this. Like, you're self-taught. You are taught through experience, and now you're able to teach and lead others with your own knowledge and wisdom that you've gained through your experiences. Makes, again, a lot of sense with the Six of Wands. Some of you guys might actually be leading children as well. There's something about children coming up here for someone with the Six of Cups. Working with children, caring for children, things like that. Grandparents as well could be significant here. You guys also have the shining star. I no longer dim my light. I shine bright for all to see. Again, echoing that Six of Wands. There's really this energy of confidence that's really brimming for you during Pisces season, pile 3. Like, you are no longer afraid to be seen. I think you are in a place of just beautiful self-love, looking at yourself in the mirror, loving what you see, loving you for you, and now feeling confident to let the guard down and let others see you for who you are. No longer hiding parts of yourself if you have done that in the past. Okay? So let's take a look at a few more things here. I'm just going to use this one last deck for you, pile 3. So what else does pile 3 need to know about their upcoming Pisces season? What else is happening for them during this time? Ooh, That was way too many. We have the scales. This says justice and documents. Okay, what else? We have the tree, stability and growth. And we have the teeth, control and change. We also have challenges and achievements with the mountain at the bottom of the deck. And it feels like if there is a challenge, you guys are certainly rising to that occasion and you're overcoming it. There's nothing in your reading at all that's giving me any indication that there is struggle during Pisces season. This looks like a really beautiful, abundant time for you. So some of you guys here with the scales, things are balancing out for you. You might be feeling like justice has been served in your life in some way, or that you're receiving some sort of really positive karma back into your life, which makes a lot of sense, again, with this Nine of Cups of having your wishes fulfilled. I think others of you could also be signing some legal documents during this time, like something where it's going to bring you a lot of fulfillment in your life. It's also interesting with X marks the spot, because I think of like they signing your name next to that X on the signature line, you know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely feel like there could be something more official happening for you during Pisces season with the scales. I'm looking at the guidebook as well, because I like to do that sometimes when I have a new deck. And the scales also talk about having a life work balance review, which, I mean, anyone who's working like what I call a matrix job, I'm sure you can understand like how draining it can be when you're working at your job and not having enough balance in your life. So this could be about work-life balance for a lot of you guys too, and making sure that you're getting your own needs filled. But we also have signing legal documents, signing a lease, contract, purchase, or sale of something significant can represent things balancing out with legal justice as well. You guys also have the tree being here. So there's something about whatever you're signing off on, or this balancing out energy that's coming in, that does have a sense of permanence for you, or is something that is going to plant the seeds of stability over time, like grounding something, I feel. And it could be multiple things, again, with Gemini, with cross-pollinate. It might not just be one thing that you guys are trying to ground here. But this card talks about feeling grounded and stable. It also references to your family tree. Your energy goes into the earth and connects you to earth energy. Previous seeds planted now give you bounty and abundance. This can signify new friends that are long-lasting. Good fortune will be found in the countryside or rural areas. Very specific. Family energy coming up with this as well for some of you. But it's like the fruits of your labor is what I feel with this. Like something that you've worked really hard on, you're going to be getting recognition for this. You also have the teeth coming up here. This is talking about control and change. There's definitely something that's shifting in your life, that's for sure. Looking at this card, it says your life may be feeling out of control. References to the mouth, teeth, dentistry, and self-care. Someone may be wanting to bite you in some way. What? Or wanting a bite of you in some way. I feel like this is kind of an energy of you guys, like everybody wanting a piece of you, if that makes sense, because you are like in the spotlight in some way. You are seemingly doing really well during this time. And I think that that's going to be like attracting a lot of people to you. You know what I mean? Could have to do with whoever this person is wanting to bite you too. I don't know. So interesting, very interesting energy, pile 3. So I do think we're going to go ahead and close out your reading here, but this feels beautiful and positive and abundant and exciting for you, group 3. Please comment below. Let me know what's been going on in your life and what aspects of this reading you feel resonate the most with your situation. I always love hearing your stories in the comments. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post the next reading, and I'll see you then. Bye.